Today on Capitol Conservatives, Senator John Kennedy confronts Dr. Cohen about inflation, rising electricity bills, and the Biden administration's energy policies. Kennedy demands answers. Are Biden's policies driving up costs for families? Stick around as we break down this heated exchange and hit like for more accountability. Kennedy opens with a sharp question about inflation. He notes Americans have faced high inflation for years. Dr. Cohen admits it's true, but hesitates when Kennedy asks if it's man-made. The tension rises as the audience feels the frustration.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Cohen, let me start with you. I think I'll ask a few questions. I think these are yes or no or I don't know questions. Last 3 years, unfortunately, the United States economy has experienced substantial inflation. Is that correct? And
yes, sir.
That inflation is man-made, is it not?
Any inflation is man-made, sir.
And that man's name is Joe Biden, is it not?
Cannot answer that, sir.
Okay.
Kennedy highlights soaring energy costs. Electricity prices are up nearly 30% since President Biden took office. He notes they've risen 13 times faster than before and cites data predicting double-digit increases ahead. Kennedy even says Americans are selling blood just to pay their bills. It's raw, emotional, and shows how disconnected Washington is from real struggle.
Since President Biden took office, average electricity prices in the United States are up 29.4%. Are they not?
I'll have to check the data and get back to you on that, sir.
And isn't it true that electricity prices have increased under President Biden, have increased 13 times faster than the previous 7 years?
I'll have to check the data, sir.
Okay. And the National Energy Assistant Directors Association, I don't know if you're familiar with them. I've checked them out. They're a reputable group. They say that the average United States electricity bill will go up 10% this year and 10% next year. Is that correct?
Again, I'm not familiar with the data, but I can point out, sir, that in Europe,
I'm not interested
in Europe, prices are 2.5% to 3% higher.
Kennedy isn't finished. He pushes Cohen to admit Biden's energy policies are fueling higher costs. Cohen calls it complicated, but Kennedy demands a yes or no answer. Kennedy cuts through. Republicans didn't vote for Biden's $1.2 trillion Inflation Reduction Act.
I'm interested in our people right now who are having to,
Our people
who are having to sell blood in order to pay their electricity bill.
Goodness.
A substantial portion of this inflation in electricity, up 30% since President Biden took office, is directly related to his energy policies, is it not?
Energy prices fluctuate based on supply and demand of all sources of energy, yes.
I think it has nothing. Is that a yes or no?
It's a very complicated economic question.
I understand. Give me an answer. Did President Biden's policies contribute to the inflation or didn't they?
Both Republican and Democratic administrations infuse the economy with trillions of dollars, which contributes to the inflation.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't believe any Republicans voted for the Inflation Reduction Act. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Well, I do. $1.2 trillion, Green New Deal. No Republicans voted for it. You want to amend your answer?
I'll amend my answer that under President Trump and under President Biden, trillions of dollars were infused into the economy
under Trump,
and contributed.
Kennedy delivers one of the most damning comparisons of the hearing. Under Trump, electricity prices rose 5% in 4 years. Under Biden, they've jumped 30% in just 3 years. Kennedy asks Cohen, which is better. Cohen admits, a lower rise is better. Kennedy seals the debate, showing the sharp difference between the two administrations.
Up 5% over 4 years, and under Biden, they went up 30% over 3 years. Which is better?
Say again, under Trump, please?
Under Trump, electricity prices went up 5%. Under Biden, they went up 30% over 3 years. Which is better?
Clearly, lower rise in electricity prices better.
All right.
However,
Dr. Super, let me ask you a couple of questions.
Senator Kennedy exposes how Washington's policies are hitting Americans' wallets. Energy prices are soaring, inflation is crushing families, and those responsible don't want to admit it. Subscribe to Capitol Conservatives and turn on notifications for more straight talk from Capitol Hill.